Hi guys, here's Jill. Today I wanted to talk about 5 things that are weirdly hard as an expat. Things that were just like total surprises. I mean, I think there's things you know are going to be hard. Like, you know that probably talking to a doctor is going to be hard. You know that probably like driving's going to be maybe not hard, but at least different. You know that like, you know there's things that are going to be hard. Obviously, learning a language and blah, blah, blah. All those things are going to be hard. Things I did not think would be hard that were was number one, grocery shopping, right? Like, man, that was hard. I remember walking in there and just like, for one, you're just like, where the heck is everything? Why is this so weird and confusing? Why are the olives with the peanut butter? Why is what? And like, it was just like, man, I just had no idea. You couldn't find anything. And then even when you did find things, I was like, what is chickpea in German? And I remember like the first time I'm gonna just bake some cookies. It took me like an hour. I was trying to find flour, and then like I didn't know what flour was in German. I realized. And then also here they do this thing where they like label all the flour. It's got like a number system instead of I don't know, instead of just what it is. So I just had no idea. And it was the worst. And I always ended up buying fat-free things, or like just things that were just never quite right. Like my husband would be like, you know, why did you buy veggie meat? And I'd be like, because I can't read German. It was the worst. So anyways, that was, and I still feel like it's like, sometimes it's still hard. And it's still a surprise. Anyway, that was the first thing. Second thing, haircuts, man, so hard. Like, I know it's like, I don't know if it's especially that I have short hair or if it's just like for everybody, but man, like, for one, you have to deal with like this kind of cultural style difference, I'll say, to put it politely. Man, because you go in and I'm just like, please don't age me by 40 years and make me look like a man. Those are my goals of this haircut. Low standards. Anyways, and then I had to like, yeah, then you're trying to explain things, you're just like, oh, just blend this, but you don't have those words in German. And so I remember one time going in after it taken me like months to grow out my bangs and my fringe or whatever. I went in and I was like, I would like my hair to be cut blunt. I would like a blunt haircut. And she's like, you want it cut straight across? And I was like, yes, exactly, straight across, because for me that's what blunt is. And I left there with, oh, I love that style on people. I do not love it on me. I had just finished growing out this horrific haircut anyways. Oh man, it was the worst. And just every time I go there, it's just like, I just hate it. Um I just hate it. It just never ends well. The other thing that's hard, and I think it's also why I don't like getting haircuts anymore, is small talk. Right? Like, I know in Canada or in English, if I'm talking to people, you see them in the street and you're just like, hey, how's it going? Oh yes, well, that's great to hear. Well, got to keep going. Have a great day. Bye. And you can do it so easily. You can kind of just like go in and out of the conversations. But in German, oh, I'm the worst. I'm just like, how are you? I walk, just like awkward. Like, I feel like people probably see me and are like, oh no, it's Jill. And they have to talk to me because I feel like I'm so awkward. Because I think it's like weirdly hard. I think it's this thing that it seems like it should be really easy, but it's like, it's actually a lot of subtlety and like a lot of, I think you have to kind of really understand the culture well to do small talk well. Anyway, so it still surprises me that that's hard, and it still is hard for me. I still feel like just such a moron once the conversation's done. I just always say the same things. If it's inappropriate, it doesn't matter. It's just what I say because that's what I know. The other thing that's hard are signs. I like, I mean, I don't know if this is for everyone, but it's like things like, I ride my bike, and here in Germany, they'll have a sign that says, they'll have a picture of a bicycle, and underneath it, it says free. Does that mean bicycle free? Like, no bicycles here? Or does that mean bicycle free for everyone or whatever, right? Like, I just don't know. I still don't know. I still forget. I ask my husband all the time. He tells me, and then I forget and just do the wrong thing. So that's annoying. And also, like, or I remember parking one time, and I parked there's sign, and I was like, that's me, that's my sign. I know I can definitely park here because I'm this person. I'm supposed to live here. I can park here. That's great. But I parked instead of parking behind the sign, I parked in front of the sign. So I got a ticket. So it's just things like that you're stupid signs. The other thing is, the last thing that's really hard is getting government documents or like official documents. I just give them to my husband. I don't even read them because I don't even know. Like, to be fair, they're hard in your own language. You know, like I remember getting things from the government, in Canada, and I remember reading it and being just like, what do you want from me? Like, what does this say? It's just like gibberish, double talk. It just doesn't even make sense. You're just reading it and you're whatever. And so then you read it in another language and it's like, forget about it. You can't even, I just like more than once I've just thrown it away or recycled it because I'm in Germany, and then shouldn't have done that. So I've learned to not do that, but then I just have a pile of things that I'm like, husband, can you please read this? Because I'm not even going to pretend to try. I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's important. And then he'll read it and be like, this is nothing and whatever. It's stupid. Official documents, government documents, so hard. But I guess it shouldn't be a surprise, but it still is a surprise for me. It's still a surprise whenever I read a document and I'm looking at it and I'm like, kind of my eyes are going over it like I'm reading it, but nothing is going in. It's the worst. Anyways, those are my things, my 5 things that I thought were really kind of surprisingly hard. I'd be very interested to hear what yours were, or if you had similar experiences. Anyways, if you're interested in following me, you can subscribe down there. And that's great. I hope to see you in my next video. Bye-bye.